You right there, ladies and gents, how is it going? We're down in Cornwall, baby. Oh yes, oh yes. So there's a few of us out. We're down at the World Southwest Rally for the weekend, and that is a fantastic event. We're really enjoying that. The music is cracking and atmosphere is good, and there's lots of alcohol and just fun and games. It's just a really good weekend. But right now we're off out on a little ride out. We've been going for about an hour, just stopped for a pasty at Philps, a pasty place, which was awesome. One of the nicest pasties I've had in a very, very long time. And yeah, we're just going off on one of Big Pez's photo challenge things like we were doing up in Wales earlier on in the year. Yeah, I don't know how long of a video this will be, but it will be what it will be. But up ahead, leading the pack, we've got Big Pezza on his old BMW R80 or 90, whatever it is. Then we've got Angus, aka Curious Goose, on his girlfriend's 125. I'll explain that in a second. Then behind him we've got Cornish Biking Motorcycle Diaries on his BSA Gold Star. Then we've got Slow Rider up ahead on his Triumph Sprint ST. Behind me we've got Chris Wally, Lone Wally UK. He's on his little CB 500. And then myself, obviously on Daffy, my V-Strom. But I've also got Bryony, which is Curious Goose, other half, better half, on pillion. And it's really quite interesting to have a pillion passenger, because I've not taken a pillion in a very long time, and it's great to see just how well this bike seems to cope with it. Slow speed mannerisms are fine, high speed stuff is good too. And Bryony's a good size for a pillion passenger, so I'm barely noticing that she's on there. I added one click of preload, probably didn't even need to do that really, but just thought I'd shove it up a little bit just to help the bike settle. And it's cracking, it's cracking. But we've got a glorious day. Weather is blue skies, it's lovely and warm. I'm actually a bit warm in my rucker suit, and also because I'm not used to having a pillion backpack, the back end of me is quite toasty warm, so thanks Bryony, keeping me warm. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to today, to see where we get up to, what we get up to and all that sort of stuff, and hopefully we'll find some nice locations. But yeah, like I say, I don't know whether this is going to be a long video or what, so I hope you enjoy.
Keep that bud rubber side down.
Earlier on we had some cracking views of the coast, and I think they're just over there, I think. I'm not sure, we're just a little bit low at the moment to see them. But it was beautiful, beautiful views. I don't think anywhere in Cornwall you're really that far from the sea, so it's a lovely, lovely place to be. And the coastline along here is just so craggy and awesome on a motorcycle, and the country lanes in between are all nadgery and stuff. It's brilliant, it's wonderful. I love it down here, I really, really do. Old Cornish Motorcycle Diaries, he does like leaving his indicator on. I can't talk, Pez told me off for it earlier too. We're kind of running a mixture of the drop-off system and no drop-off system, and it's worked pretty well so far. When we can see that we're all together, obviously there's no point doing it, but when we get onto roads like we've just had, it's quite easy to get split up, and that's something that's happened now. So when we get to the next corner, a slow rider there will have to take a little nap while he waits for everyone to catch up. They won't be that far behind, in fact someone's coming up behind us now. But yeah, it's quite quick to get split up from people if you're not careful on these rides, and Pez is really good at sort of keeping observant on who's behind him, just to make sure someone is, so we don't all get lost. And everyone seems to be all switched on regarding the drop-off system, which is good. Yeah, good little ride out so far. And a handy little cyclist has just brought us all closer together. Awesome. Right, we're all one group again. So I mentioned before about Curious Goose being out on Bryony's bike, a little 125, Reju, I think it is. I can't remember the model of bike it is, but a little Reju, Spanish brand I think they are. Little semi-adventure bike in semi-knobbly tyres. It looks like a good little bike. But yeah, so congratulations to Bryony. She passed her CBT at the beginning of this month. She was going to ride down to the rally on the bike, but it would have been the biggest journey that she'd have done. So Goose has ridden her bike, and that's how come she's on the back of this one with me. She drove down, which was quite handy for them, because I think it meant that they got a few more creature comforts for their camping. Earlier on we were riding along and we saw a group of tuk-tuks or tuk-tuks or whatever you call them out and about. I'm guessing that was like an experience day or something, but really quite cool and quite fun to see them, especially on the back lanes that they were riding on. That looked like a good little thing to do. I'd want to ride them myself, drive them myself, rather than have a guided tour, but yeah, it's a good place to have those sorts of experiences down here. It's just such a wonderful environment, with slow speed roads and stuff the majority of the time. And look at this, proper wilds this is. Lovely jubbly. And there be the coast. Watch where you're going, PD. Don't get distracted by the beautiful views. Very easy to get distracted by the beautiful views whichever way you point in Cornwall. It is probably my favouriteest part of the country. I'm not sure if I can back that up with any real justification for it, but I don't know, maybe it's just because I've got some really sort of happy memories from my time when I was in the Navy down this way, scooting around, just exploring, and even when I was doing solo rides down here, which to be honest the majority of my rides down here back then were all solo. I did have some good biker mates down here then, but yeah, majority of the time I just rode whenever I could, and that's the joy of biking, isn't it? That's the joy. So regarding horsepower of this thing, some people might wonder if it's capable with only 80 horsepower to do highway speeds. I can very much assure you it is, and it doesn't really make a huge difference to the performance at all having a passenger, at least one as dinky as Bryony. I'm sure if you had a 6'8" of a fella on the back, or lady, not saying 6'8" ladies don't exist, then maybe that might dink the performance a little bit, but for what we've got here it's absolutely perfect, as are the views. Lovely jubbly, cracking, awesome stuff. I think that's pretty much the first big old grey sky we've seen today. Hopefully not a sign of things to come, but so far it doesn't seem to be leaking on us, and that's a good thing, although I am glad of all my ruckers just in case today. That's wonderful, isn't it, eh? Incredible views, incredible views. I do love all these stone farm buildings and outhouses tucked away in their own little corners with all their land, farmland all around them. It's quite wonderful, quite beautiful. It's a big old yellow house, humongous house, and very yellow. The Gurnard's Head. Gurnard's. Not gonads, it's not Gonad's Head. A few bikes there. That's got some cracking views out of its coastal facing windows. Now that is pretty magical indeed. That was very kind of her. She realised she was a little bit slower than us and has let us all pass. What an absolute angel. I can't actually imagine we've got a huge amount further to go to get to our little spot. Pez said it was about an hour away from the Pasties place. I don't actually know what time we left, but I think we've been going almost an hour now. I'm not sure. People around here do seem to be quite bike friendly, which is nice. Nice old Volvo. I think we're quite possibly here. I think it was an old mining thing that he was going to. It's definitely a tin mine here. Awesome. Do you want to hop off? Yep. You good?
Yeah.
How was that, the twisty stuff, the tight stuff?
It's good.
It was the same about the traffic,
Yeah.
the tightness and everything.
But I mean, like, we wouldn't go much faster anyway. It's just
I
nice
was
having a
about
clear.
40,
It's just nice having a clear road, isn't it, rather than the cars. Right, well, we've just had a little stop here, taking some photos of the thing there for Pez's challenge stuff. Slow Rider, Chris and Andy, they are all scooting off towards Land's End to go a little bit further. Us 3 or 4 rather, we're heading back to the campsite. Yeah, just it's been a good old ride. There's the goose, happy old goose. Yeah, it's an absolutely glorious day, beautiful views, nice little place to stop and chill out for a little bit. Right, I guess we should crack on, get out of here. Yep. Comfy? See you in a bit! Oh, what a cool place to stop. Nice. Well, hopefully we'll have some clear roads for a little bit with less traffic, but if we don't, it's what it is. But how lovely is this? How lovely is this? Beautiful stuff. I guess we're kind of heading away from the coast now as we are heading our way back. But in Cornwall, you're never really far from the coast, like I said earlier. So it's all good. I love it. I love it down here. I really do. Oh, I definitely can't take the mickey out of Andy now. Goose has just caught me indicating as well, so that's twice I've done it now. What a muppet. It's amazing the difference not having cars up ahead of you makes. You can just ride at that more comfortable pace where the bike feels happy, and it means you can relax on the bike without loading up your wrists and just gripping the bars too tight and stuff. And I think I'm relaxing more with a passenger. I think the last time I took a passenger for this sort of time was probably back when I was in the Navy, based down in Tor Point. So that would have been around 2008 when I had my Gixxer or my Speed Triple, can't remember, so a very long time ago. So it's nice to know that I haven't lost the knack. Not that Bryony's making it difficult at all. It's an absolute pleasure having her on the back, and I'm quite glad that I was on this bike, because I wouldn't have wanted to do it on the old XSR, I don't think. Oh, that's still a view, isn't it, eh? That is still a view. Nice. I think Pez is just using the old Google Maps today. I don't think we've got anything special used to get us where we're going. And they're doing a very nice job all the same. We did take Teapot one up the other day on his discount code for the Calimoto app. Well, I haven't used it yet. I'm just waiting to activate it when I'm about to actually use it, so I get maximum value out of that discount, because it's no point getting a 20% discount unless you use the app within 2 months of activating it. You can kind of see why I'd like to retire down to this part of the world when I get to that part of my life. I don't think it's going to be feasible, possible or whatever, but it is very, very beautiful down here. Just love it. Where are you fucking going? Fuck off. Well, we've had an awesome little ride out today. As always, thank you, Perry, for being our Matman, and guiding us through. Yeah, I know we were doing it for you, for your rally thing, but yeah, no, you led us on a lovely little ride today, and it's not this one here, is it? It's after this next roundabout. But yeah, cracking day. But anyway, we are now here at the Britannia Inn. I guess the other lot from the big ride out have already arrived. Back again. Hello, mate.
What, tickets?
Yeah, oh yeah.
You have?
Yeah, all warm my wrists.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Hang on then. Got the supplies.
Right, so we're back from a little ride out. It's been an awesome day. Thank you, Pez, for a fantastic trip out. It was really good fun. Really enjoyed that. And as you can see, we're back down at the festival now. Music's blazing and beers are flowing. It's going to be a cracking evening, so I'm really looking forward to it. So anyway, if you haven't done so already, please do click that subscribe button. If you like the video, give it a big old thumbs up, and if you didn't, you can always give it a thumbs down. I don't mind at all. But please do drop down a comment. It was really good to see the response to my request for comments on the last video I posted. So thank you very much to all those of you that took time to do that, and if you keep that up, please, that'll be grand. I love them. But anyway, you ride safe, take care, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye bye for now. And now the music stopped, hasn't it? I'm sure they'll start again in a second. But anyway, right, see you later.
Keep that bar. rubber side down. You know, you gotta keep that bike rubber side down.